From Boise State Public Radio, this is The Connector. It's Idaho's daily news. Good morning. I'm George Prentice. We have a number of important stories for you today, including a memorial mass in downtown Boise to honor the late Pope Francis. We'll tell you about a growing debate over e-bikes in the Wood River Valley, in particular in the city of Ketchum. Plus, it's a big night for Boise State football fans. They'll be glued to the TV. We've got that coming up as well. It is Thursday, the 24th of April, and here come today's stories. Parishioners gathered at the Cathedral of St. John's of the Evangelist in downtown Boise Wednesday. That to mourn the passing of Pope Francis. Julie Lucata was there and brings us this report.
Boise Memorial and others across the state coincided with remembrances at the Vatican. Bishop Peter Christensen led the ceremony, reminding attendees of the Pope's legacy.
Pope Francis was a shepherd of God's people, seen in his attention to those living on the margins of life, those not recognized by a consumer, materialistic, or solely political focus.
The bishop remembered meeting him while on a trip with other priests from the region. At one point, the Pope asked what one of the greatest evils was. Christensen said he thought Francis would name economic injustice, immigration, or the environment.
But he surprised me. He said, "What I see as the greatest evil in the world is the transgender movement." He said that the transgender ideology is very different from people who deal with same-sex attraction.
Carol Worth came from Nampa to attend the service. She said she felt like the Pope was a family member.
If you saw him on the street, he would smile at you and say hi. And so you mourn that friendliness, that he was touchable.
She added the news of his passing was sad, but she felt hopeful.
We have popes that come and pass, and then we get new ones. And I have faith that hope is on the horizon.
Pope Francis, the first Latin American leader of the Roman Catholic Church, will be buried on Saturday in Rome's Basilica of St. Mary's Major. Following a 9-day mourning period, cardinals under the age of 80 will then convene at the Sistine Chapel to start the process of choosing the new pope. Julie Duqueta, Boise State Public Radio News.
Blessed are you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth. You have revealed to the children the mysteries of the kingdom. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia.
The Lord be with you. Now, on to the environment. Several communities across our region do not meet federal standards for safe air quality. And as Yvette Fernandez reports, some are expected to experience potentially harmful air quality during the warm months ahead.
7 of the 8 Mountain West states have at least one county that violates the Environmental Protection Agency's National Ambient Air Quality Standard. It's a complicated set of factors that measures air quality. The most problematic issues are a combination of particulates from wildfires, ozone pollution, and heat. The National Weather Service forecasts that most of the Mountain West will be above the average warmth or likely above in the 3 months ahead. And counties in higher elevations are expected to face high levels of pollutants this summer. For the Mountain West News Bureau, I'm Yvette Fernandez.
The increased use of e-bikes has led to an increased level of tension over e-bikes in the Wood River Valley in particular. Ketchum city officials have been wrestling with a growing number of complaints to police. Complaints over excessive speed of e-bikes, riding on sidewalks, not yielding to pedestrians. So this week, Ketchum city staff outlined a few possible changes. Ketchum Police Chief Jamie Shaw says that might include a new ordinance that could consider reckless use of an e-bike as a possible charge.
The reckless ordinance that was proposed is one of the most useful ones that we can use for public street.
Ketchum City Councilman Trip Hutchinson says his constituents want change sooner than later.
That it's easy to kind of laugh at the absurdity, but I want to underscore that this is one of the number one issues for our residents. It's tough.
City staff are expecting to return to Ketchum City Council in early May, at which time they may consider a new city ordinance, plus a full outreach program, including education and new signs on pathways and roadways. This is a big day for Boise State football fans, as all eyes of Bronco Nation will be on Ashton Jeanty tonight at the NFL Draft. As Troy Oppie reports, Jeanty could be the highest drafted Boise State player ever.
Jeanty is considered the top running back prospect in the draft this year. Some predictions have him taken as early as the 5th overall pick by Jacksonville or the 6th pick to the Las Vegas Raiders. There are no guarantees, of course, but he's unlikely to fall below the 10th pick. That would make him the highest draft pick in Boise State history, the first to go in the first round since 2018, when linebacker Leighton Vander Esch was taken 19th overall by the Dallas Cowboys. The highest selection ever of a Boise State player was offensive lineman Ryan Clady, taken in 2008 by the Denver Broncos with the 12th overall pick. Doug Martin is the only other Boise State running back taken in the first round, selected 31st overall by Tampa Bay in 2012. Kyle Wilson and Shea McClellan are the other Bronco players to be first-round NFL draft picks. Jeanty, for his part, is brimming with confidence after a record year at Boise State and second-place Heisman Trophy finish. In an open letter posted last week, he shared his journey and told NFL GMs, quote, "I'd draft the guy they can't tackle." The NFL Draft begins at 6 o'clock tonight on ABC and the NFL Network and continues through Saturday. Troy Oppie, Boise State Public Radio News.
And that is today's episode of The Connector. I'm George Prentice. We'll see you back here on Friday to stay in touch with the news between now and then. Check out BoiseStatePublicRadio.org or download the free Boise State Public Radio app. And thanks for listening.